with Ricky Starks going there, I had, kind of mixed feelings on it because, you see people saying that, it was a swing and a miss for AEW, or how could AEW let this guy go? And I think with the names that we just mentioned, you can understand how they could
Mhm.
let the guy go, because all of those guys we just mentioned are currently in a position where Ricky Starks used to be, which is like semi main event ish, like upper mid card to just under the main event scene, not world champion yet. So like if Ricky Starks was still there, I wouldn't put him ahead of any of those guys. And that's not to say that Ricky Starks isn't a talented performer. He is. I mean, shit, go back and listen to us review All Out, where we called his match with Bryan the best
Yeah.
strap match of all time. And a lot of that credit goes to Bryan, but Ricky too. you
Yeah.
know, so he's a very talented guy, but you get to a point where they have less television than WWE. You only have so much time. All the talk about AEW is roster bloat for the size the company is and stuff. And it's like, I mean, Ricky's kind of done everything that there was for him to do. Could you give him a TNT title reign? Sure. But like, I wouldn't put him in the world title picture anytime soon. So you move him over to WWE. We've talked about all the time. Movement in pro wrestling is great. You want to see that freshen up their careers. I was talking on Blue Sky about this. I think Ricky Starks as a wrestler is a very good wrestler. He has charisma on screen that I feel WWE might be able to harness in a way that AEW wasn't, just personality wise. I think personality in WWE goes further than in ring. I think that the WWE, the current WWE audience, the majority doesn't care that much about in-ring quality. It's all the characters and the personalities. And that's an area where Ricky seems to have potential that he hasn't fully realized, that they maybe can draw out of him. And that's a good thing. I wouldn't say AEW swung and missed. I think they did everything that they could with Ricky Starks at this point in time. Clearly something was happening backstage with him, preventing him from being on television for months. And it's time to move on. So I mean, I don't agree with the takes that AEW shouldn't have let him go, and that it was a waste. I think he did a lot of good things in AEW, but I think it was time to move. And I'm happy for him. He gets to wrestle. He's been frustrated sitting at home not getting to wrestle. He got his release finally. He's able to wrestle now. But I think it's a positive for both companies.